Welcome back to Amos Farm. I'm Diana, and today I'm going to take you around my small garden. I currently only have 4 raised beds. I am trying to start slow and learn a little at a time because this is my first year ever gardening. I do plan to have a big, extravagant garden one day. That is my goal. But for now, I'm just going to take things slow, plant a little bit of things that we can eat, and harvest some knowledge. But I'm going to take you around and show you some of the things that I have. I'm going to be harvesting our radishes because they are ready. I will use some this week in a meal. We're going to try for the very first time some roasted radishes, and I also plan to cut up and blanch some to save in the freezer. I have some green beans to harvest. We have some new additions to the garden. I did start some tomatoes and peppers, but they didn't get very big, or they haven't grown very well. So hopefully I will be making a new video soon sharing you how we are going to create our own greenhouse to hopefully overwinter some tomatoes and peppers. Okay, over here you can see in this bed I have planted my cabbage. If you go back and look when I started them, I actually did get some plant starts for these because I have never started cabbages before, so I wanted to have a little bit of a head start. We planted 2 different varieties, the regular cabbage and a red cabbage. The regular is doing better than the red, but they are all starting to form some small heads. So I'm guessing probably by the end of January we'll be able to have some cabbage. Okay, the next bed, as you can see, I've planted some lovely zinnias in these pots. We did have some leaf lettuce here, but because of the heat it all bolted, so I pulled it all up and fed it to the chickens. We have our radishes, which I'm gonna harvest here in a moment. We have some carrots, and on this round fence we have some sugar snap peas that are just starting to flower, and I'm getting my first sugar snap pea. I'm very excited to try that. I've never grew any of these things. No cabbage, no radishes, no sugar snap peas. These are all first time for me, so any kind of harvest that I get is a great harvest. Okay guys, I've got my basket and I am gonna let you watch me as I harvest these radishes, and we're gonna be giving roasted radishes a try for the very first time. I have harvested some already. I love to put these sliced up on a taco salad or just a salad in general, but I'm gonna go over here and get busy harvesting these and try out roasted radishes for the first time. I'm really excited to try roasted radishes. Now that the radishes are gone and left some space, I may go ahead and sow some more seeds, carrot seeds. Let's go ahead and move on to the next row, the next raised bed. Here is that bed with the squash. I did plant a few marigolds in there, and we have a lovely marigold that has bloomed. So hopefully before it gets too cold we will get a few more squash off of this. Here are my bush beans, and as you see in here we have some beans. Not all of them are big, so we're gonna probably get a handful or so, enough to make a meal. Like I said, we only have 4 raised beds that we plan in right now. We do plan on expanding. Here are the lovely sugar snap peas. Here's the blossom. And where is the one that's growing? Here it is. guys, over here in this bed, this was supposed to be my tomato and pepper bed, the last bed. I did start some plant starts. I'm thinking that I started them a little late, so we'll mark that on our list of lessons learned, you know, harvesting that knowledge. But I do have a few peppers and tomatoes that I planted in here that I will put a sheet over top of these fences if we do happen to get a frost or freeze too soon. But we do have a cayenne pepper here. It's little bitty. I'll give you a closer shot here in a few minutes. We have a pink ox heart tomato. This is a peppercini pepper and an Everglades tomato. I also have some marigolds and some zinnias planted in here that are doing really good. I do have some more pepper and tomato plants that I plan on putting in some bigger pots because I plan on putting over here on this side a greenhouse. That'll be a video coming up soon of how we create that greenhouse, and hopefully we can overwinter some tomatoes and peppers. I've never done that, never tried it, so that will be trial and error, but crossing my fingers that that will work for us. But I'm going to give you a closer look at some of these things that we have planted, our plant starts, and we also have some cucumbers along the back fence. Here is one of the beautiful zinnias that I've planted. I don't think I've ever had a red one, so this is exciting. I love zinnias. Next year I plan on getting every variety that they have. Over here, this is my Everglades tomato. I hear they're very hardy and they will survive the winters and come back and provide for you all year long. Little bitty teeny tiny cherry tomatoes. So I really hope that if I cover it, it's gonna make it and we'll get some cherry tomatoes. Down here, you can see this little bitty green thing. This is my peppercini pepper. It is struggling to get much bigger, but we'll see how it goes. I do have a few more of those that I'll put in the greenhouse and see if that helps them make it through the winter. This is my pink ox heart. I was hoping that I could can some more tomato sauce with these beautiful pink ox heart tomatoes. I'm not sure that's gonna happen, but we will see. I am hoping and crossing my fingers. And over here, this is the cayenne pepper that I was hoping, and I'm still hoping, to make some cayenne powder with to put in lots of my dishes that I make. Okay guys, I told you I'd update you on my elderberry, the bushes that I started from clippings that we got along the roadside in a ditch. They are doing quite well. We have new growth, lots of new growth actually. All the way to the bottom we have new growth. I'll give you some closer shots of it, but I am quite confident that these things are going to thrive, and hopefully within the next 2 years we will be harvesting enough elderberries off of these plants to provide not only our family but our moms and dads and aunts, uncles, grandmas, hopefully some nice elderberry syrup too to take in the winter months to help boost their immune systems. Also, I also said in the last video, or in the video of planting these, that I was going to plant some on the other side. I ended up planting all 5 in this row, the same row. They're all going to get great sunlight. They get watered every day being here right next to my garden. I really look forward to seeing how they do and how bushy they get over the next several months into the spring. But I'm going to give you a closer shot. They're all doing amazing. I am really thankful that I learned about all of this. I actually learned about this from VW Family Farm, Andrea over at VW Family Farm. And after that, I'm going to show you some of the new additions to the garden. If you look here, this long piece here in the center, this is all new growth on the elderberry bush, and I will show you down bottom also how it is just starting to fill out and get bushier, and I am really excited. New green growth coming up on these bushes. That's awesome. Here they are, guys, the new additions to the garden. We have moved 4 of our fall splits in here to the garden and letting them grow and overwinter in here. And maybe in the spring we may move them to a new location. They are doing well. We have 4 in here. I'll take you and show you the other ones. As you see today, they are very thankful that the sun is shining. They're active. Everyone's bringing in pollen and looking good. Here are the other 2 fall splits that we have made, and as you can see, they are enjoying the sunshine. Everyone's getting to work. Here's something else that I don't think I've shared in the videos before, but here is my bee water that I created out of an old bird bath. I just placed lots of rocks in there, and every day, as you can see, we have lots of visitors getting a nice fresh cool drink of water, and it is amazing to watch them all come around, especially in the summer. I mean, there would just be hundreds of bees over here getting a drink, and it's just totally awesome. This is inside the garden, so I get to sit and watch them, and it is amazing. I'm going to take you over here. If you remember, we planted pumpkins and watermelon at the beginning of summer, and we didn't have the greatest luck with the pumpkins. We did get a few, but I left a little piece of the pumpkin vine that came outside of my garden fence, and this here is our product of what happens when you leave a little piece of the pumpkin vine behind. And look what we have growing here. This is one of the Howden varieties. I plan on saving the seeds from it and giving it to the chickens as a treat, little at a time, little pieces at a time. But it's just awesome how you just leave one little piece of the vine behind, and a half of it was chopped off, and it grew to be this big. Wow. Alrighty guys, I've got my 2 baskets of small harvest, a small harvest, and my first fall garden. It's a big harvest to me. As you see behind me, we have set up Christmas. I plan on lighting it up, and I will share some more of Christmas in the garden coming up soon. I thank you for checking out my small garden. We are very new to gardening, so we are taking things slowly. As you can see, it's not a big extravagant garden, but we will get there one day, and we will be a lot smarter doing things slow and steady. But I'm very thankful for these things that I have gotten. These things will make side dishes for our family. I hope you guys are having a great fall. We are just starting to get a little bit cooler here in Florida, which is nice. I hope you have some great things growing in your fall garden. And again, I thank you so much for following along with our journey, and we'll be seeing you guys again real soon. I do plan on sharing the making of my new greenhouse, that video, and many more coming soon. Y'all take care.